Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today, we're looking at the £1 coin from the United Kingdom from 1984, the second year that they made the coin or metallic £1 coin following the introduction of the £1 coin in 1983. So, this £1 coin in 1984 has a Scottish thistle on it, and this is a Leslie Durbin engraving. And if we look, we see what's described as in the literature, because this is from a brilliant uncirculated set, a relatively rare coin in the sense that they only made 27,960 of the brilliant uncirculated sets that year. Now, they made a bunch of the proof sets, and those are more valuable, but they made 106,520 proof sets, but only 27,960 brilliant uncirculated sets. And those come in kind of a cardboard wrapping with a plastic covering over the coins. So this one we pulled out, and it is the Scottish thistle, and it's described in literature as a thistle eradicated in filing a representation of our royal diadem. So what I read that to mean is that somebody pulled the thistle out of the ground, and you can see its roots, and they stuck it through the crown. So here's the Scottish thistle, and it's just beautifully detailed. Leslie Durbin did an amazing job on this. And this is the crown, of course, here, or the royal diadem. And here's the roots down below, and down here it says £1. You can clearly see that this is a brilliant uncirculated coin. It has a beaded outer rim, and then if you go around the outside of it, you see that it has what they call a incused legend. In other words, something is cut into the side of the coin. And what's cut into the side of the coin is Nemo mer impune lacessit, or nobody provokes me with impunity, or no one provokes me with impunity. When we tip it over, we see that magnificent Arnold Machen second portrait, DG Reg FD 1984. By the grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith 1984. Elizabeth II, it says here on this side. Again, a beaded outer rim. And she's wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Now this coin, they made a little under 28,000. It is a nickel brass coin, weighs 9.5 grams, and is 22.5 millimeters in diameter and 3.15 millimeters in thickness. And when this gets into regular wear, it wears horribly, you might just say. This is one from regular wear. Now, this is a coin. One of the reasons that Britain went to these bimetallic coins was that the older coins were being counterfeited. And when they went to the bimetallic coins, the head of the mint, the Royal Mint, did an interview in which she said that about 3 to 4% of all the pre-bimetallic, the ones that weren't bimetallic pound coins, 3 to 4% of those, or 1 in 30, is how she put it, were counterfeit. So you can tell that this one probably isn't counterfeit because it would just cost too much to make a counterfeit. But this one, pretty hard to tell. And here's another older one here. Again, pretty hard to tell. They're so worn, and these are kind of different colors. And some of our viewers have told me that they think that this one is a counterfeit, but pretty hard for me to tell. It certainly has a lot of wear, and it looks like either a very beat up or a not very well made coin. This one I think probably is a regular general circulation coin and probably isn't counterfeit. And if we tip it over on the back here, we see just the difference between the two. Now, this coin, all of these coins were demonetized on 10/15/2017. In other words, they knew that so many of these coins were counterfeit that they decided not only to introduce the bimetallic coin, and here's a 2016 version of it with the two metals here. They introduced the bimetallic coin, and guess what's on the back? Well, some of what's on the back of the bimetallic coins is a Scottish thistle, and a Welsh leek, and an English rose, and an Irish shamrock. So they put them all in a royal diadem on this one of these first 2016 bimetallic 1 pound coins. When they introduced this one, they got rid of these ones and this one. So these are no longer good for use as money in the United Kingdom. All right, that's about all I have today on the 1984 Scottish Thistle 1 pound coin, bullion uncirculated version, front by Arnold Machen, back by Leslie Durbin. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section. Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin Roll International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the 2 pence coin from the United Kingdom from the year 1984. And many of you have not seen this one, those of you who collect circulating coins, because it didn't come out in general circulation in 1984. From 1982 to 1984, the 2 pence coins were only issued as non-circulating coins in sets. So I actually pulled a set apart, so a couple sets apart, so we could take a look at these. And you see at the top it says 2 pence, and then we see 3 ostrich feathers going through a crown or coronet. And that is the symbol of the badge of the Prince of Wales. It's a coronet of cross pate, you can see it here, in fleur-de-lis. And let's blow it up so you can see the symbols here. So see the fleur-de-lis and the cross, and then the fleur-de-lis, and the cross. It says Ich Dien here, which is the motto of the Prince of Wales, which is I serve. Around the outside, we see this dotted outer rim. And if we tip it up, we see that it has a smooth edge. These are bronze coins. They weigh 7.12 grams, are 25.9 millimeters in diameter and 1.85 millimeters in thickness. Now, you just heard me say that I pulled these out of mint sets, and then you look at this one over here, and you see all this kind of mottling here, mottling, and we have this inner dotted rim, and you're going, well, if it came from a mint set, why does it look like this? And there's a reason for that, and that's because the mint sets, of course, are set in plastic, and the coins kind of get some toning as they go along, both from the plastic and from the air. And so this up in here, this kind of model look up here, that's from right inside the mint set. It hasn't been touched or done anything to. All right, we see it says DG Reg FD 1984, by the grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith 1984. On this side it says Elizabeth II. This is the Arnold Machen second portrait, Elizabeth II. And she is wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, as you can see here. And it's just, again, I say this every time, but it's just a fine portrait of the Queen. And if we kind of tip it, we can see just kind of some of the coloring here. And this is coloring that just comes from air. It's not from anybody touching it or anything. It came straight out of the package with this on it. Now, those of you who buy these in mint sets, it's really impossible to tell if you're going to get this sometimes, because the packaging, the plastic in the packaging kind of covers this up. So what'll happen sometimes is you get it out to separate it or sell it, and you'll see it like this. And I mean, that's part of the deal with these, is that they just have get some coloration as they get older. Now, there is a reverse error coin on this one, and in 1982 that's when the reverse error coin came out, not 1984. So if you're looking for the reverse error, don't look for the 1982. People ask how much it's worth, and this coin here is worth about between $1 and $2 US in this condition. And it is, like I said, if you find one For sale singly, it will have been taken from a mint set. All right, I think that's all we have today from the DC Coinwell International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.